Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Moonlit Grimoire. My name is River, I'm a solitary witch, and this is a channel where you can learn about anything witchcraft. If you read the title of this video, then that's right. Today we're talking about Aryuveda. Aryuveda is not a practice typically in witchcraft, but because I'm a Hindu witch or Shaivist, so I wanted to share some of my Hindu practices that are also beneficial to my witchcraft. Now, before I get started, I want to mention a few things. First, this necklace. This is a reference to something that's going to happen in one of my upcoming videos. So, I'll give you a sneak peek. There is a Fae Masquerade Ball coming up this March, and my boyfriend and I are going to go, and I bought a gorgeous butterfly green Fae-like dress. It's specifically a hanfu, and it's so beautiful, and I can't wait till it arrives. It's still in the mail. I got some accessories to go with it. This necklace, definitely one of them, and I got a few other pieces. So in upcoming videos, I'm going to show off the dress. I'm going to show off all the accessories I got, and then I'll definitely make a vlog for the actual event. So that's exciting. And then the other thing I want to mention is my outfit. So I'm trying a bit more variety in my style. I love my flowy sleeves. That'll never change. I'm just moving a bit from the full gothic. It was romantic gothic vampire theme to now I'm doing a mesh between hippie core and fairy core. So not all one theme. I'm doing a lot of variety, and I will work my goth into that as well. So I won't always be in colors, but when I do wear them, you'll probably see a lot of greens, browns, foresty colors, and definitely my floaty sleeves. Oh, I wonder if I can show you my skirt. Skirt is beautiful, flowy. I love the layers and the meshiness of it. All right, we're back. Okay, now for the video, the reason why you're here, Aryuveda. Aryuveda is a practice that allows you to live a sattvic lifestyle, which is a way of living that's full of purity, harmony, and balance to promote mental clarity, physical health, and spiritual growth. These practices include daily routines, exercises, and healthy diet based on dosha balance. What are doshas? Doshas are all aspects of health, depending on your dosha type. There are 3 doshas or dosha types, which are vata, kapha, and pitta. Vata is my dosha. Vata type is typically someone who is thin-framed, has dry or cold skin, prominent joints, are typically very creative, energetic, and quick-thinking. Vata is prone to anxiety, fear, and racing thoughts. Vata also has an irregular appetite and poor tolerance for cold or dry weather. If you're interested more on doshas or want to figure out what your dosha type is, there are plenty of quizzes online and plenty of resources out there that you can use for a better explanation. Dosha types are also mentioned in this book here, Aryuveda Beginner's Guide by Susan Weiss Bolin. If you want a full deep dive into Aryuveda and doshas, this book is amazing for people who are English speaking. Now moving on to dosha balancing. The whole point of a dosha practice is to get your body back into balance. For example, I'm Vata and I'm prone to anxiety, and I know my dosha is out of balance when my anxiety is higher than normal. And balancing my Vata dosha brings that anxiety down, and oftentimes I'm not even anxious anymore. Imbalance in the body is brought on by ama, and too much ama, which is impurities in the body, can lead to things like dryness, bloating, redness of the skin, inflammation, sluggish or tiredness, and so much more. When the body is overwhelmed by ama, this can lead to mental health issues like anxiety, and so many other issues that are also very physical as well. Keeping the body balanced is the whole point of Aryuveda in living a happy, healthy life. Now we'll get into Ayurvedic practices. Common practices include dosha-balanced diets and mindful eating, dosha-balancing yoga, cleaning your face, mouth, and eyes via practices such as tongue scraping, oil pulling, and neti pot, regular meditation, healthy sleep hygiene, and so much more. Additional ways to stay balanced in your dosha. These are practices that you can do no matter what your dosha type is. Check your home for toxin-causing products such as unhealthy chemicals, plastics, and all-around dangerous household products. You want to avoid formaldehyde, heavy synthetic fragrances, and hormone-disrupting chemicals such as phthalates and sulfates. Read all the ingredients in your soaps and hygiene products, and of course, food labels. Another one is to cut out processed foods and foods packaged in plastics because they leach microplastics into the food. It's also good to drink from metal or glass bottles instead of plastics. Use the microwave less and have more fresh, home-cooked meals. And wake up with the sunrise. That last one can be hard, especially for night owls like me. Just take it slow and celebrate small accomplishments. Some days are gonna be harder to wake up early than others, which this can also be a sign of dosha imbalance as well. Let's get into my Ayurvedic practice. I'm going to go over my Ayurvedic practice, but before I begin, if there's anything I mentioned that you have no idea what it is or you don't know what word I even said, a quick Google search wouldn't hurt. And reading that book, the Ayurvedic Beginner's Guide, can also answer all your questions. So moving on, this is my daily practices and routines. My daily routines, also known as dinacharya in Sanskrit. In the morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., I do these routines. This is known as kapha time. I wake up around 7 a.m. I sit up in bed and do some light stretches and some breath work. This breath work is called pranayama. Then I use the restroom and do my typical hygiene. This includes tongue scraping, brushing my teeth, and rinsing my mouth. After that, I move to the living room. I do everything in a nice flow, so I don't have to backtrack and I don't have to walk back to the bedroom after leaving the living room, things like that. I just move from one room to the next. In the living room, I check on my kitties, make sure they have food, those kind of things. Then I move into the kitchen. I get a small glass of lemon water. For some doshas, it's more preferred to have lime water or plain water. Oftentimes, it would be beneficial to do my morning water ritual. I've mentioned this in one of my other videos. If you're curious what that is, I'll link the video. This ritual I try to do every day if possible. Then I go back to the living room for meditation for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I follow that up with yoga. But if I'm feeling more tired than normal, I'll do yoga first and then I'll meditate. After that, I'm pretty hungry. Yoga makes me hungry, so then I'll eat breakfast. Then I'll use a dry brush for my circulation, and then I'll take a shower. Midday is during pitta time, which is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is the time that you would use for mental and physical work. Then you would eat lunch, which in Aryuveda, this would be your biggest meal of the day. It's also the most nutrient dense as well. Then a nice walk for 5 to 10 minutes helps promote digestion. After a while of doing some work, during Vata time, around 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., is a good time for creative work. After doing some hobbies for a while, evening comes around from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. This would be kapha time. I could do a quick rinse or shower before dinner, eat a light meal or dinner, walk for about 5 to 10 minutes, perform calm activities such as reading, folding laundry, listening to music. Then before bed, as to do my nightly ritual for getting ready to bed, I would make a cup of tea, typically chamomile tea, but then I'll add triphala to it. Triphala is an Ayurvedic combination of 3 different fruits that's very good in fiber and vitamin C. It also has so many other health benefits for the body. I would floss and brush my teeth, journal any thoughts, be in bed by 9 p.m. or 10, and then practice pranayama with mantras before I fall asleep. Hopefully to fall asleep by 11 p.m. Yep, so that's my routine. I had to read from my notes because it was a lot and I didn't want to mix it all up because doing it in order makes it look like a nice flow because I like to practice it in order. If you're someone who has trouble sticking to one thing because they've got too many options, I recommend writing things down and following a straight line of routine. Or if you're very forgetful too. I happen to be very forgetful. All right, so that was my video on Aryuveda. Thanks so much for joining me, and as always, may your future be bright and guided by the stars. Blessed be.